Good morning class 3. Let's continue chapter 5 or states. So children, in the last class we have done up to central government and state governments and their duties. India is one of the largest countries in the world, and the administrative powers and responsibilities of the country are divided among central government and various units in the form of states and union territories. So children, India is one of the largest countries in the world, and its administrative power and responsibilities of this country has been divided among central government and other units in the form of state and union territories. Now next, what is a state? First of all, let us understand what is a state and what is a union territory. When we are talking about the difference between a state and a union territory, a state is a division under Indian Constitution which has a separate government. States are explained as the administrative unit that has its elected government which has the right to frame its laws. It has its own legislative assembly and the chief minister for administration. So children, state means it is a division under Indian Constitution which has separate government. So India state has a separate government and it has its own legislative assembly and the chief minister for administration. Understood up to here? What is a state? When talking about the difference between a state and a union territory, a state is a division under Indian Constitution which has a separate government. So children, state is a division under Indian Constitution which has a separate government. Understood? States are explained as the administrative unit that has its elected government which has the right to frame its law. It has its own legislative assembly and the chief minister for administration. So states have its administrative unit and that has the elected government and which has the right. So state government has a right to frame its own law, and state has its own legislative assembly and the chief minister for administration to run the administration. So children, these are the list of states and capital of India. So I will show you the states and capital of India in the map. So now next one, Union Territory of India. Before we get into the Union Territories and their capital, let us first have a look at the recent updates on UTs as of March 2021. With effect from 26 January 2020, India has 8 union territories. The union territories of Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli have become a single union territory since January 26. On August 5th, the central government had announced the abrogation of the special status given to Jammu and Kashmir under Article 370 and its division into 2 union territories, that is UTs of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. With the merger of Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, the number of UTs have come down to 8. Before 2020, India has 29 states and 7 union territories. Now India has 28 states and 8 union territories, as Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu has become a single union territory since January 26. Okay, there is 2 union territory but it has become single union territories, and Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh has has become a union territory of India. Before 2020, Jammu and Kashmir was the state of India. Now, what is a union territory? Union territory is a small administrative unit that is ruled by the union. The union territories are controlled and administered directly by the central government. To sum up in simple words, the basic difference between the state and union territory is that a state has a separate governing body, whereas an union territory is directly governed by the central government or union government. So children, union territory means a small administrative unit than state, okay, and that is ruled by the union. The union territories are controlled and administered directly by the central government, whereas state is run by its government, like chief minister, okay. State has its own government. And the basic difference between state and union territory is that a state has a separate governing body, or separate government, whereas union territory is directly governed by the central or union government. These are the union territories of India: Andaman and Nicobar Island, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu. Same capital: Daman, Delhi, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Jammu and Kashmir, and Ladakh. Let's have a look on the map of India. So children, now let's have a look states and union territories of India on the map. So we have 28 states and 8 union territories. First of all, let's have a look union territories and their capital. Ladakh, Leh. Ladakh is the name of the union territory, and Leh is its capital. Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar is the capital, and this one Chandigarh is also same capital, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Daman is the capital. Andaman and Nicobar Island, Port Blair is the capital. Delhi, New Delhi is the capital, and Lakshadweep and Kavaratti is the capital of this union territories, okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now these are 8 union territories of India. Now states: Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Uttarakhand, Dehradun, Sikkim, Gantok, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Assam, Dispur, Nagaland, Kohima, Manipur, Impal, Mizoram, Aizawl, Tripura, Agartala, West Bengal, Kolkata, Jharkhand, Ranchi, Bihar, Patna, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Haryana, Chandigarh, Punjab, Chandigarh. So children, Punjab and Haryana are the name of the states, and their capital is same, that is Chandigarh, also a union territory. Rajasthan, Jaipur, Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Maharashtra, Mumbai, Goa, Panaji, Karnataka, Bengaluru, Kerala, Tiruvananthapuram, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, Amravati, Telangana, Hyderabad, Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Orissa, Bhubaneswar. Now these are our states and capital and union territories of India.